Welcome back, everybody, to the weekend show where we'll be discussing and doing technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please hit that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel and get all types of trade ideas, definitely it's worth every penny. Check out that link down below in the description for Patreon. Now, with that being said, guys, let's talk about the futures market. And you can see Dow Jones now down 0.5%. We got S&P going down 0.84%, nearly 1%, and Nasdaq nose diving 1.5%. So everything is down, and then we got tariff that is going to take place. A lot of these automakers are getting punished from this tariff, and that's going to take place this week from April 2nd to 3rd. And you can see, Japan stocks slumped nearly 4% on that tariff news. So it's actually not a bad thing. I know the market is down, market is not doing well because of fear of inflation rising. But if you look at it, guys, if these jobs actually come back here, it's a good thing for the country. We're actually making money this way. But in the short term, like Trump said, there is going to be a little bit of pain, and we just have to go through that. And I see it as a positive thing, especially for the market and all these names that are coming down. Guess what? We've been waiting for that dip, and it's finally, it's here. It's coming down. Whatever you want to call it, some people are calling crash, this, that. But I see as a big opportunity that's coming to our door to buy this dip and hold a long term to make money. I'm not saying go all in here. That's not what I meant, but it's definitely an opportunity heading our way, and we should be prepared for that. And I'll prepare everyone, including myself, here in this video how we can tackle those big names this week. On Nvidia stock, it was down Friday 1.58%. And key things I want to point out, and that is why I'm starting with Nvidia stock. We never actually had a deep correction here on Nvidia, like AMD had that correction from 200 and what 27 $230 all the way down to uh, almost 90, right? Huge correction. Half of the gains, more than that, was wiped off. Did we see that on Nvidia? I know these are not the same companies. Obviously, Nvidia is a bigger company, and I'm not comparing AMD with Nvidia, but if there is going to be a correction with AMD, there might be a correction that's going to take place with Nvidia stock. And the second thing I want to point out, this is the 50 SMA, and that's that daily 200 SMA right here. And you can see it's crossing below daily 200 SMA, and that is a death cross right here. And that is typically a bearish thing for the stock and for overall stock market, because if Nvidia going down and there is going to be a deeper correction, guess what, everything will come back. And my target still here on Nvidia, if this thing were to come down a bit more, I think $68, and we talked about it before this gap, it can definitely happen. And that is a huge once in a lifetime opportunity to go long here on the stock. Is it gonna get there this week? I don't think so. Next week, probably not. We have to wait for that. When there is a deeper correction, it takes time. Look at AMD, it took a month to get down to that level, right? So Nvidia, we have to wait. Now, as we look at this chart, technicals, the next key level of support will be right down here, 107, and then we might be retesting a 96 to even right down here. This low from August 5th last year, that's around 90 bucks. To the upside, resistance will be at 118, and I don't think we're gonna cross 118 this week. But if that actually take place, then there is gonna be more upside, and only then we can talk about more upside, possibly coming back up and retesting these moving averages, which is close to 126 to 128. On Apple, stock is down 2.66% on Friday, and it's not enough. It's down another 1%, now down to 215. So we're pretty much trading Roy here. And that is a key level to watch going into tomorrow's session. You can see we got some rejection there, and now that can act as a support. But this is not a major support. I think if this thing breaks under that level, we could see a flush down to 207, possibly down here to this lower Bollinger Band close to 204, and maybe even flat 200. To the upside, there will be resistance at 220, 223, and once we get over these moving averages, then we can talk about possibly going back up to 230, but I don't think that's going to happen this week. On Microsoft is down 3% on Friday, and now it's down another 1%, more than 1%, and trading at a new low here, 374. And the last, lows that actually made down here, 376. So we definitely made a new low, not during the, open hour here, but definitely, I mean, if this thing is going to make a new low, that's going to happen even after opening tomorrow. So here you can see Microsoft lower Bollinger Band sitting at 376. So that's going to be a key level to watch. Depending on how things open, it's getting a bit, overextended to the downside. So we might see some sort of a, mini relief rally to the upside if that happens and that takes place tomorrow. There will be resistance at 380 over that 384. And then we can possibly talk about more upside. But you can see clearly on my screen, we had this, and we've been talking about this bear flag pattern for months in my video, and that's why I still kept it right here. This bear flag consolidation. And then we got that breakdown, and since then it came down and it had this bear flag down here, and we got the clear breakdown on Friday, and now it's heading even lower. So Microsoft, I mean, there is a gap down here. 375, 76. We got really close to it last time. We did not close this gap. So there is gonna be a lot of support to watch. And the key level to watch will be right down here. If this thing were to come down a bit more, 366, you can see bottom of these candles and top of this candle where it can actually hold. So we got a bunch of other gaps down here as well. So I don't think we're going to close these gaps this week, but that is something to be aware of, where this thing is coming down and breaking down from this daily bear flag pattern. On Amazon, stock is down 4.29%. Now, Amazon was fantastic. We showed it as a swing trade last week. I think that was on Wednesday or Thursday. Actually, it was Thursday. Right here, you can see with this gap up right here. Right here, we showed it at 202. And just overnight, this thing delivered profit, guys. I'm not going to share those trades here in this video. If you want to check it out, go ahead and check out my video on the stock market update. And you can also go into my X page. That link will be down below in the description. You can check out those trades that I made here on Amazon and some of the other fantastic trades just recently. Even though the market is coming down, we're just doing really good with these moves that we got, that dead cat bounce in the market. Now, Amazon, you can see 190. We're already trading at 190, below 190. So that's going to be a key level to watch. Below that, 184 and then 180. We get some sort of a relief rally. This is going to be another chance to maybe short the pop near 200. There is a gap, 199.28. So this is where it can go if this it can hold 190 this week. Google stock is down nearly 5% on Friday, and that is not enough. It's still down another 1.38% as we speak right now. And trading, if you look at my screen, pretty much right down here near this gap, 152. So that can act as a support gap full reversal, but there is strong support down here at 148. Any attempt of a rally here on Google stock, now there will be resistance at 162 over that 163.85, and if that happens, we can get over that, we can possibly talk about more upside. I don't want to get way ahead of myself and talk about big upside where this thing is downtrending as of right now, and it's pretty much going into bear market. On AMD, it's down 3.22%, and now it's down another 2.36%. And the gap fill reversal, we are almost there after hour or in futures market trading near 100. So that is going to be a key level to watch going into tomorrow's session. If not, this thing can come down and retest these lows down here near 95, and then lower Bollinger Band can act as a support, 92.96. Resistance will be right here at 105. If we can get over that, we might fill this gap here on top, 108.68 to 110. On Netflix is down 4.39%, and now it's down another 1%, and I have puts on this thing, so fantastic. I showed it right here exactly pretty much at 1000, getting 900 puts, and these are expensive. I did talk about it in another video a couple days ago when I did that, and I'm holding those a bit longer because if there is going to be a deeper correction, look at this gap down here. I can get plenty move to the downside here on Netflix, and that's going to send those contracts to the moon. And that is why perfect timing is key and the pattern is key. Bear flag pattern, we got the confirmation, and now look at this, almost closer to 900, guys. So tomorrow looks like it's opening below 936. We did close below 936, so that was already bearish. And now the key level of support will be 904, 900, 866, and then 842. And then we can talk about this gap. We also have earnings coming up next month on the 17th. So that is something we need to be aware of on Netflix. On Meta, it's down 4.29%, and now it's down another 2.21%, down to 563, guys. So if you look at my screen, this was the low, 575 to 574, and now in futures market we actually made a new low. I know that does not mean anything until tomorrow, a pre-market and opening, but if we're making that type of move already here in the market, then this is a fake breakout from this downtrend, and we could be going down even lower. Now we all know some of these stocks like Nvidia is one, Meta is another one, from $88 up to 740. That is a huge move. And now, if this thing comes down, even it gets down to like close to 400-ish, maybe even 500, that is totally fine. It's doing okay. Some people would think, oh, this is a crash. No, it's still up quite a bit, and it's just getting a deeper correction. And that is opening up an opportunity for traders like us that can hold these big names and make money off of it over time. So think of it like this, a great investment opportunity that we never had in last maybe 18 months to 2 years. And we are finally getting at least somewhat of a investment opportunity in the market. So Meta, guys, definitely now key level of support 564, and you can see it's already trading at the lower band, and then we have support at 558, 551, 538 to the upside. Now key resistance will be at 600. If we cannot clear that, then this thing heading lower definitely. On Tesla stock is down 3.51%. Now it's down another 5%, down to 251. So great opportunity we had buying this dip, even shares and longer term calls. And guess what? We took profit right here at 290 the other day. And now it's back down to 250, even though we got in at 230. So technically this thing is down quite a bit, but it would not go red, but we took profit. So it was fantastic thing to do, because some people were just following some other trend line. I was just following this. We did not even get there. And when you see a position that is up by $60 from your entry, it's always, it even says on my Discord, when I took the profit, that I don't want to be greedy, I want to take profit. I don't want to leave all that money on the table. And you can see why exactly I did that, because, well, there is the drop, and now opening right here at the gap tomorrow, so that should act as a support, 250 range. But if that does not hold, 240 next one, and then 223 to the upside. Resistance will be at 262. If we open below that, then watch out for that. And over that, we might come up and retest 5-day moving average that is close to 276 on Tesla.